Hi, how's it going again, YouTube? It's Wood Stapler here. Just want to make this video to celebrate my first Air Jordans purchase because, like, we all know, like, the first pair of Jordans is going to be remembered forever. Just like the experience, the ones you got, how you got them, because obviously, like, they're Air Jordans. And the reason why I wanted to get a pair was just because first I needed a new pair of shoes because my Vans. I'll go get them in a second. My Vans were absolutely trashed. These are the Vans. These are about, I want to say, like about a year and a half old, about 2 years. I didn't really start wearing them until my other pair of Vans got trashed. Yeah, these these are garbage. These are absolute garbage here. I mean, they were a nice pair of shoes. They're all like faded at the bottom. The trim is almost up to the Vans lettering. Like they're done. These shoes have seen their day. These are junker pair of shoes now for like the lawn or something. Like you wouldn't want to be caught anywhere wearing these. And the other one's the same way. Like they just got torn up. Like I don't know. Same thing at the bottom. Like it's getting to the Vans logo. But yeah, these Vans, like, they're garbage. Get the fuck out of here. Then, like, my dad bought me a pair of shoes, but like they weren't a pair of shoes I was looking at. Like it wasn't a pair of shoes that I wanted. Like it was just whatever. He bought me a pair of shoes, so I didn't have to go around with my embarrassing Vans wearing all the time. These are really nice. I like them, but like they weren't a pair of shoes like that I wanted. Like they're real comfy. They're real nice. The thing is, like, I'm not really too fond of gym shoes because, like, especially right here, they're too edgy and like sharp for me. Like I don't want to like wear something like that. But otherwise, these are a nice pair of shoes. Nike Air Monarchs. I mean, they're just kind of like whatever, but they're nice looking. I like these. So then, the second reason is, I always saw like people like having Jordans on. I'm like, damn, like those are good. Those are nice pair of shoes. Like, what are those? Oh, they're Jordans. Yeah, obviously, because they're so nice. So, like right here, like this video is going to show you the pair of Jordans I got, and we'll get to those in a second. But first is like kind of like how I went about getting them. It was actually last Saturday. It was Saturday. It was after work. I just got paid. I had like kind of like extra padded paycheck because I was working extra hours that week. So I was like, well, let's go get my Jordans. It's time. Like, it's the day. So I got home. I cashed my check. I drove back over to the mall. And I got there. They were going to close in about 40 minutes. And I was like, damn. Like, I need to go to all these different stores. So I already had a pair of Jordans set in mind. I was looking at the AJF 9s. And I'll pull some pictures up too. But I was looking at a pair of AJF 9s or possibly the 6s. And it was either a gray pair of the 6s that I wanted, but the more I thought about it, I was kind of straying away from them. They were all suede, and like I wasn't like an all gray look. I didn't know how good I could match that. Then like I was getting more turned towards the AJF 9s, which is the white and the red like colorway. So anyways, I was looking to get one of those as a pair. All right, so also I was looking at a pair of AJF 5s, and the thing is, like, online or in the store, the only pair of AJF 5s I could find were the white and the maize colorway, and with that colorway, like, came some repercussions if I were to buy those. I mean, my one of the teachers at my school slash like pretty much like my best friend, like our advisor, if you want to call it that. Short story, like your advisor at our school follows you throughout the 3 years you live that you have at the main campus at our building. Go to the freshman campus. At the main campus, you have an advisory class for 15 minutes, and the advisor follows you out for 3 years, from sophomore to senior year. So anyways, he's the one that kind of turned me on to Jordans, and he has a pair of AJF 5s, but he has them in that colorway. So the thing is, if I were to buy those and show up to school and be like, yo, what's up, Raya? Check out my new shoes. And he's like, oh, those look kind of like my shoes, you know, like, that would just be too lame and bogus. I mean, that's just kind of like infringing on like the unspoken man code. Like you just don't buy another pair. Like you don't buy someone else's shoes, you know. Anyways, the pair of Jordans I went through, like I had a priority list of Jordans I wanted. I did a lot of research online on what I wanted, and I looked at some AJF 5s, and those were like the top priority, but I couldn't find a pair that was anywhere online, so I just kind of disregarded those. Then it was any pair, pretty much any AJF, but I didn't. There was There was a lot of 6s and 9s, so I was looking at one of those. Like some of the other ones, like the 3s, I didn't really like, or the 20s, I didn't really like those AJFs anyway. But anyways, so then it was like any pair of Air Force Ones. That was like top priority, lower priority. So top priority was any pair of AJF 5, but that was kind of like a dream, like if you want to call it that. So first, like when I got to the mall, I went to Foot Locker. This was around Memorial Day. They were having like an up to 50% off sale, and I'm looking over there, and I saw the gray pair of AJF 6s I wanted, and I was like, well, okay, let's go look at some other stores, see what they got, see what kind of sales they got going on. So I left Foot Locker. I went to Champs, I believe. Yeah, I went to Champs. Champs had absolutely nothing there. I mean, like, sure, they had like they had some Air Force Ones, but not really like any of the Jordans I was looking at or any AJFs to be at that. I mean, every store I went to had the gray ones, but it's still kind of like those gray ones were kind of faded out in my opinion. I wanted those pair of the AJF 9s. So then after Champs, I headed over to what is it, Finish Line. And Finish Line had the AJF 9s I wanted. It was the white colorway with the red trim and the black tongue. So I wanted to go get those, but then I was like, oh, let's go pay Foot Locker a visit again. And I forgot to mention, but on the way to Champs and coming back, going to Foot Locker, I passed by Athlete's Foot, and every time I went by there, I was like, really? Like, Athlete's Foot carries Jordans? Like, okay, sure, I guess they can do that, but anyways, I just kind of disregarded that, and I went back to Foot Locker, and Foot Locker had the AJF 9s, but they didn't have the color I wanted, so I asked the guy there if they had any colorways, and he was just like, no, I'm sorry, dude. And I was like, damn. Alright, let's go to Finish Line and try a pair of these AJF 9s on. I was kind of getting really excited about them. Then, like I said, I was going back to Finish Line. I had to pass by Athlete's Foot, and I'm like, really? Athlete's Foot carries Jordans? I might as well go check it out. Like, I almost didn't even walk into Athlete's Foot. It was just I was just kind of like their whole store was really crammed at the mall. Like, I didn't really like it, so I was like, well, let's go check out the Jordans they got. And some of them they had were on sale. I was looking at the big wall they had, and none other than the pair was there. The pair I have now was in that store, and I was like, just like the reaction, like I had to, like when I first saw them, like I'm gonna remember that like forever. Like they were just sitting there, they were staring me right in the face. I'm like, oh my god, these are the ones. Like, these are the ones I have to go get. So they were on sale. They were $119 on sale. So I called the guy over there, and he's like, hey, can I help you? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to try a pair of these on, like, right now, sir. And he's like, all right. So he went in the back to go get them, and I'm sitting there like texting all my friends. I'm like, all right, dude, I got them. I got my pair of J's, dude. I finally got them. I was so excited. So finally he comes out with the pair, and I try them on. I was so anxious, like I almost wanted to rip it. Like I went to go grab it out of his hands, but he was busy lacing it up for me. That's how excited I was. So I was just really anxious to try them on. So finally he got them all laced up, and I tried them on, and it was just game over from that point. It was just like checkmate, game over. Like it was done. Good deal. Like any way you want to put it. And as soon as I tried them on, like I was just like, I looked at them in the mirror. Like I kind of had like neutral colors on, just like to kind of like see like how they would look, and that was it. Like wrote the check, kind of like that. Like anyways, so I ended up buying them, took them home, and like I finally got them. Like that's how it was. So that's the whole experience and background behind my first pair of Jordans. And I just wanted to share that because I'm pretty sure everyone's first pair of Jordans is really memorable, and they're gonna remember it for a while. So anyways, enough talk.
let's get to the Jordans.